What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to get straight to it. Today I'm be giving you 5 tips on how to maintain your hair, and after this video I guarantee if you do everything I say, you will no longer have problems with your 4C hair. If you want to know how to get your parents to allow you to make your hair like me and other people that you see, watch my very first video on YouTube. It goes into detail explaining that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the steps. Now, I was talking to my friend the other day, my friends on the soccer team, and they were like, one of the best things about me is my hair. One of my friends is also black, so he said that he tried to do cornrows one time and they kept getting frizzy and everything. And he was basically saying that he doesn't know how I've managed to keep my hair for so long. I'm gonna put a video right here. I've had this hair for 5 weeks. I'm about to change it next week, Saturday. That's when I usually change my hair every 6 weeks. So like I said, I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how to maintain hair, and it's not even gonna look like it's been there for that long. Now the first tip I would give is to wear a durag whenever you're resting your head. For example, something as simple as me sitting down on the train. If I want to put my head back fully, I have to be wearing a durag. So I don't lie down on any chairs. I don't fully recline most of the chairs they stop at like my back anyways, but I don't fully recline my head on any surface unless I'm wearing a durag. This is my durag right here. I wear it basically every time I'm in my room because I could rest my head at any time and I don't want to have to stand up. So that's the first tip. Make sure you're wearing a durag whenever you're resting your head, because the moment your head makes contact with another surface, the hair is going to start to get messy. The second tip I would give you is to get frequent haircuts. When I say frequent, I don't mean every week. I just mentioned earlier in the video that I tend to keep my hair for 6 weeks before cutting it. I obviously get a haircut the day I cut it, and I get a haircut in between before I redo it. So basically I get a haircut every 3 weeks. This keeps the hair looking like neater than it should because you're kind of fine-tuning your hairline. It also keeps you looking sharp and as attractive as you normally would. And this way, instead of spending 50 euros or dollars or whatever to redo your hair, you just spend 10 euros and you get a haircut and you look just as neat. The third tip I'll give you is to not oil your hair too early. Now, I see people say you should moisturize and oil your hair every day. I truly do not. I don't believe in that at all. Like I said, I keep my hair for 6 weeks. I start putting oil on it the week before I take it out. So I'm gonna redo my hair next week Saturday by God's grace. I'm gonna start oiling it today in preparation to take it out next Saturday. And I'm gonna oil it once every 2 days, because if you put too much oil, your hair won't be able to absorb the moisture and it just gets kind of messy. This is the oil I use, in case you guys are wondering, Miel oil. They said online, and I've heard many people say that it makes your hair fall out. I haven't seen that so far. Thank God for that. So that's what I use. If you use oil on your hair too often, there is no way. You can do everything else, I'm telling you. If you use oil too often on your hair will still get messy. So, you know, just don't oil your hair too early. You don't have to wait till the last week like me, but give it at least 4 weeks, bro. Let your hair breathe. I should also mention that I'm more than qualified to give my opinion on this, because not only have I been doing my hair for 2 years, and not only, as you can see, am I good at keeping the hair, thank God, but I also play sports. I go to the gym, I play soccer, I play basketball. So I engage in a lot of activities that ordinarily should make someone's hair untidy, but you know, mine continues to stay neat. The fourth tip I would give you is to layer your hair when showering. I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. Now, I mentioned already that you should wear a durag when you're lying down. This is the durag I use for lying down. This is another durag I use in the shower. I'm going to show you guys what I do when I shower. I use this first, a shower cap or a wave cap, whatever, because it sticks to my hair better than a durag. A durag can come off. This is not coming off. Then after that, I put a durag on top of it. This is when I want to shower only, you know, when I'm lying down. I put this durag on top of it, and then I top it off with this bonnet. Now, some of you might say that that's too much, and that's fine. Maybe you don't want your hair to be neat. That's okay, you know. But you've come to my video for advice, and I'm just telling you what I do and what works for me. That is what works for me. If you do this, I guarantee you, water will still touch your hair, but it has to make it through this for it to really make an impact. And more likely than not, that's not gonna happen. So if you do this, you will definitely keep your hair neat for a long time. So that's the fourth tip I would give. By the way, I also forgot to mention that the Durag, the shower cap, Bonnet, you can get them all on Amazon. They're literally less than $10. So, and the last tip I'll give you is kind of like a bonus tip. I actually haven't tried this one personally, but my cousin used it and it worked really well for him. Is reapplying mousse to your hair. Like I said, I play a lot of sports. So what he does is after playing sports, he reapplies mousse to his hair and it makes it look like very, very neat. Because there's times that his hair lasts even longer than mine and I would be wondering like what he's doing. So after observing him for a while, I realized that was what he was doing. So mousse, in case you don't know what that is, it's like a foam that you put on your hair. You kind of like basically just use your hands to put it in and then it allows your hair to sit. That's what they put on your hair at the end when you've done your hair, that makes it like stick together so much. Apart from the stitching obviously being top quality. But yeah, that's kind of like a bonus tip. If you do that and you do everything else I've told you in this video, your hair is guaranteed to last long. Anyways, thank you for watching the video if you made it this far. If you guys would like to see more content like this from me concerning hair and just hygiene in general, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.